Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources.
October 12, 1905 America, New York, Kyrie Irving, angry parents and personal choice in the COVID-19 culture war. Beware the dangerous trap of assuming a red-blue line runs through the country on all issues. It does not.
BBC News World. October 12, 1904 America, New York, CEO secrets. No need to convince the haters you're worthy. Michelle Roberts, executive director of the National Basketball Players Association, shares her CEO secrets. BBC News World. October 12, 1900 America, New York, Ros Atkins on the U.S. climate conundrum. Ahead of COP26, Ros Atkins looks at what the world's biggest emitters are doing to tackle climate change.
October 12, 1830 America, New York, analysis. Bill Maher's dark vision for 2024 is all too real. If you thought 2020 was bad, just wait for 2024. October 12, 1829 America, New York, China to test thousands of Wuhan blood samples in COVID-19 probe. China is preparing to test tens of thousands of blood bank samples from the city of Wuhan as part of a probe into the origins of COVID-19, according to a Chinese official. October 12, 1826 America, New York, last clue to COVID-19 origins may sit in Wuhan hospital. China is preparing to test thousands of blood samples from the city of Wuhan as part of the probe into the origins of COVID-19, but as CNN's Nick Patton-Walsh reports, the World Health Organization and other foreign experts will not be allowed to analyze the data independently.
Time. October 12, 1824 America, New York. Uber drivers say a racist algorithm is putting them out of work. Abiodun Oganiemi has been an Uber Eats delivery driver since February 2020. But since March he has been unable to work due to what a union supporting drivers claims is a racially biased algorithm.
New York Times World News. October 12, 1824 America, New York. Cases of Havana syndrome reported at U.S. Embassy in Colombia. The State Department is investigating new complaints of mysterious brain injuries before Secretary of State Antony J. Blinken's visit to the country next week. It was unclear how many people at the embassy in Bogotá, Colombia, might have been afflicted by the illness.
October 12, 1823 America, New York, Indianapolis police sergeant charged after body camera video showed him kicking a handcuffed man in the head. An officer with the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department has been criminally charged and could face termination after body camera video showed him kicking a handcuffed man in the head during an arrest, authorities announced Tuesday.
CNN.com World. October 12, 1813 America, New York, Putin says Russia needs to speed up COVID-19 vaccination. Russia must accelerate COVID-19 vaccinations, Russian President Vladimir Putin reiterated on Tuesday as the country recorded its highest daily death toll since the start of the pandemic.
October 12, 1806 America, New York, progress on a number of fronts following U.S. Taliban meetings, State Department says. State Department spokesperson Ned Price said Tuesday that there has been progress on a number of fronts following several days of meetings between U.S. and Taliban officials in Doha. October 12, 1804 America, New York, exclusive, Squid Game as Netflix's biggest ever series launch. Squid Game, a fictional drama from South Korea, is Netflix's biggest ever series at launch, the streaming company exclusively told CNN Tuesday. October 12, 1801 America, New York, GOP lawmaker faces scrutiny for role in Trump's plot to overturn election. CNN's Sarah Murray outlines new details from a Senate report that shine a light on the role Representative Scott Perry, RPA, played in spreading election lies. October 12, 1800 America, New York, Hasbro CEO Brian Goldner has died. Hasbro chairman and CEO Brian Goldner has died, according to the company. His death comes shortly after Hasbro announced he would take a leave of absence for cancer treatment. October 12, 1753 America, New York, Pentagon unsure if hundreds of thousands of civilian employees are vaccinated as deadline approaches. The Pentagon is in the dark about the vaccine status of hundreds of thousands of its civilian employees just weeks before the deadline to fully vaccinate its workforce against COVID-19. October 12, 1752 America, New York, opinion, how to protect pregnant people from COVID-19. Data released this week by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) show there have been more than 128,000 confirmed COVID-19 cases among people who are pregnant, including more than 22,000 hospitalizations and 180 deaths since the pandemic began.
Time: October 12, 1745 America, New York. Boston Marathon bomber Supreme Court case exposes split between Biden and Justice Department on death penalty. Attorneys will stand before the U.S. Supreme Court on Wednesday and argue the fate of one of the most infamous members of federal death row, Boston Marathon bomber Jahar Tsarnaev.
New York Times World News. October 12, 1743 America, New York. Iraq says it arrested a leading Islamic State figure. One of the most senior ISIS leaders ever to be taken alive is now reported to be in custody. The U.S. had offered a reward of up to $5 million for his capture.
Time: October 12, 1737 America, New York. Breaking down the controversy around Dave Chappelle's Netflix special The Closer. The comedian Dave Chappelle loves making people mad. Throughout his career, he's delighted in delivering jokes that offend or tell uncomfortable truths, and his latest special for Netflix, The Closer, is no different.
October 12, 1734 America, New York. Stunning underwater scene crowned Wildlife Photographer of the Year 2021 winner. The winning images in this year's Wildlife Photographer of the Year competition have been released after a record-breaking number of entries were submitted, with a riveting underwater shot taking home the top prize. October 12, 1707 America, New York. Democrats scrutinize Pennsylvania congressman's efforts to help Trump overturn 2020 election. Pennsylvania Republican Representative Scott Perry is under renewed scrutiny after a Senate report released last week provided fresh details about Perry's role in helping former President Donald Trump try to overturn the 2020 election. October 12, 1706 America, New York. CNN analysts striking takeaway from coroner's announcement. The Teton County coroner announced Gabby Petito's cause of death was strangulation, and the manner of death was homicide.
CNN.com World. October 12, 1700 America, New York. 2 teens charged for allegedly killing 14 kangaroos. 2 teenage boys have been charged after, allegedly deliberately killing 14 kangaroos, in the Australian state of New South Wales, NSW, at the weekend, police said Tuesday.